What's good, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about my top 5 reasons why I think this guy right here, the Sony RX100 Mark V, is worth the money and worth the buy. Okay, so let's jump right into this video. Okay, reason number 1, portability. This thing right here is very lightweight, very compact, and it can fit right in your pocket. Fits right in the palm of your hand. It weighs less than a pound and a half, maybe less than a pound. I don't know. I'm just eyeballing the weight or whatever in the palm of my hand. But size and portability on this is definitely my number 1 reason. Okay, reason number 2, a 20 megapixel sensor on the camera. You can get some pretty decent images on this. And it's not too far off of the the A7 III, which is 24 megapixels, or the other cameras in the Sony lineup that are also 24 megapixels, like the A6500. So 20 megapixels in the camera provide just enough detail and sharpness in the imagery to produce some pretty good pictures. I mean, you could probably do a whole photo shoot with this camera right here and get some pretty decent results and images. But yeah, 20 megapixel camera. Okay, so number 3, my number 3 reason is the 24-70 Zeiss zoom lens. And if you see, this extends out when you hit the power button, and that is a 24-70 power zoom, and it zooms in pretty far, enough for you to get some pretty decent shots and stuff like that if you go in long range with it. You might be at an event or something and you might want to zoom in. And this has a f1.8 at 24 millimeters, and then when you zoom all the way out to 70, it goes all the way to f2.8. So yeah, the 24-70 Zeiss zoom lens. Okay, reason number 4, great low light capabilities. I had the privilege of using this the other day, and I was driving down the road at nighttime, and I wanted to test out some of the low light capabilities on this camera because I had a dope video idea, and I was driving down this windy crop road, and the only light that I had to film with was the light coming from the car. And this thing held up like a champ in low light, opening the aperture wide to f1.8, and at 24 millimeters while I was filming. That was pretty dope. It was pretty amazing. I had great results, not a lot of noise grain or anything like that. I could have zoomed in a little bit, 35, 45, 50 millimeters or whatever. Maybe it would have went out to f2. I know at 70 millimeters it definitely goes out to f2, but the low light capabilities on this are great. So yeah, low light capabilities. Which brings us to reason number 5, my 5th and final reason. 4K video and 1080p 120 frames per second slow motion. So this thing is not only small, lightweight, and portable with a 24-70 Zeiss on there, f1.8, but you can get some super crispy 4K video at 120 frames per second at 1080p. And not only that, the 120p on this camera, for the slow motion, give you 100 megabytes per second, as well as the 4K video, which gives you 100 megabytes per second, video quality. So this camera right here is definitely worth the money, and it's definitely worth the buy if you have the coin to foot it. So if you're looking for a point and shoot camera such as something like this in the Sony lineup, I would definitely very much prefer this over anything else. I mean, you also could look at the Sony RX100 Mark VI, which is a 24-200 millimeter lens, and it gives you a f2.8 constant aperture all the way throughout the focal range. But me personally, I've had this guy right here for some time now, and I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's definitely worth the money. I might go places and I don't want to take my big A7 III or my A6500 with me, and I take this with me, and I can vlog with it. It has the flip up screen, so I got the flip up screen right here, in case I want to go somewhere in the nighttime, scene and vlog, and a club, or if I'm just out and about in nature or whatever have you. This thing right here is very lightweight, very portable, and it takes amazing photos with 20 megapixels, and it takes amazing 4K video in HD 1080 with 120 frames per second slow motion. So those are my top 5 reasons why I think that this right here, the Sony RX100 Mark V, is worth the money and worth the buy. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, drop some comments down below in the comment section. If you guys would like to purchase this camera or the Sony RX100 Mark VI, you can also go down below into the comment section in the description panel, and you'll see the links down there below, and you guys can pick this camera up and add this onto your collection. I love this camera, and I think you'll love it too. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. You definitely don't want to forget to subscribe. Okay, now I'll see you guys in the next one.